Did I go cross-eyed? Did I do it? I hope so. Happy January 28th, 2018. That is not correct. Let me fix this right now. Oh, I was so unprepared for today. It's February. Forced. Happy February 1st, 2018, an adventurous stream where we play Kingdom of Loathing, a dirty joke and stickman-based game. I'm your host in inconsistency of time, known as McNally86. And stream time is early today. If you're here, you didn't miss it, or you're watching the recording, because that's how YouTube works, which is why I use YouTube. Welcome! And some people came really early. I think Dank Mamester actually started posting yesterday. But now he doesn't have Wi-Fi, so he can't watch. I will miss you. Thanks for trying. Alright, there we go. And I did get some mail. Which I'm gonna check some fan mail, summon some pants, read the graffiti wall, and then catch up with seeing if I can defeat my nemesis. And that's what we're gonna try to do today. So let's do that first. Okay. Let's look at the mail. I got a couple of mails recently. I got from Ponotato. I bought this for what does a potato sound like? I bought this by accident, so I'm passing my failure trying to get a manual of numerology to you. Okay, well, I got a stuffed club. This soft, pillowy bludgeon proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that there are people who just don't understand clubs. Alright, well, I'm gonna put that in my display case if I can, but I can't from this menu. And Danny Man 6654 said nothing, but he gave me an exactly 3-shaped box. If your feelings for someone are stronger than 1 or 2, this box is the way to let them know how you feel. And you know, by what you put in the box, just because sending an empty box would be pretty chintzy. Alright, so let's check out the miscellaneous. Well, club is probably equipment, so stuffed. Yep, stuffed club. We'll put that in my display case because I'll treasure it for always, or as long as Kingdom of Loathing works, whatever. And now let's open this box. You open the exactly 3-shaped box and feel strangely like pie in the Midwest. I guess that's a reference to heavy rounding in the Midwest. From DannyMan6654, acquired item potted cactus, happy birthday Claude cake, and a daisy. That's interesting. I wonder if there's a correlation between these items. I'm gonna eat that cake. Let's eat that cake. You eat the cake, and even though your name isn't Claude, unless, you know, your name is actually Claude, we can't keep track of all these little details for you, you know? Thanks for the cake! My name's not actually Claude. Okay, so let's check what other players have... Oh, right, summon pants. Can't get adventuring without pants, so let's summon up some pants. Mysticality. Let's do stench damage with our pants today. Let's get Sacrifice Our Dreams and some Self-Control. There we go. Monsters would be more attracted to me. And some nail clippings. No, let's... What about Drops of Blood? Yeah, let's get some Drops of Blood. Here we go. Let's summon some pants. You sacrifice the appropriate materials and rasp a prayer to Pantsifer, the Lord of Pants Hell. A pair of pants appears on your altar in a cloud of pant stone smoke. Acquire item, the bloody soiled wool trousers of Respect to the Mushroom Cloud. Well, let's put those bad boys on right now. So I have some pants. Where are my pants? Alright. Those pants fit like a glove pant. Alright, now let's see if any players have left some intelligent messages on the graffiti wall. Previous history would tell us no, they don't. Life is not about riding out the storm, but learning to dance in the rain. The strongest disco bandit was here. Yow! There is madness and love, and there is logic in madness. I only eat the sweetest of tomatoes. Shrek. My mind just got blown. You can do odd jobs while drunk. I do jobs while drunk all the time. And they're not odd at all. Alright, let's write this graffiti. I put my ad on the wall. Okay, and toilet paper. Alright, so let's clean up some of this toilet paper around my cottage. There's enough toilet paper left for me to reclaim some of it. Carefully roll the toilet paper back into rolls and plot your revenge. Acquire 10 rolls of toilet paper. Can I just use that from inventory? Toilet paper. Yeah, there we go. I only have 262. Vandalized. I didn't get his player number. Dang it, I need to get your player number so I can toilet paper you. Next time. Next time I'm going to toilet paper you back. Also, before we get adventuring today, some of you might be thinking, it's a new month. How come you're not using a new item of the month? Well, yeah, the new February's item of the month hasn't come out yet, so I don't know what it'll be, so I can't buy it. But let's go to... okay. So, as a reminder of what I've been doing, my nemesis is on a secret tropical volcano lair island, and they have cultists around them, and the cultists are preventing me from getting to them, and, volcano. So I learned how to summon a pastathrall, a spaghetti elemental named Shavugo Falamon Mohomomomo. So, yeah, that's my pastathrall. Let's put it up so you guys can see it. And, it was too small for them to buy it as me being part of the cult before, but now that it's a bit bigger, I've been leveling it up. Let's see if I can get to the temple. You start to enter the temple proper, but stop short when several powerful-looking cultists glare at you. Apparently, the temple is firmly off-limits to outsiders. You could probably take any one of these guys without much trouble, but the whole group of the mob doesn't sound like a very wise use of your time or hit points. I thought that would let me in. Let's talk to the protester. As you wander back... okay. Oh... maybe I gotta use the cult items. Alright, let's go down and look at my quest items. Okay. Boo Clue. Bone with a price tag on it. Chest of the Boner Dragon. I'll open that up. That gives me some meat. Alright. Crystal Orb of Spirit Wrangling. I don't know what that is. Okay, add that to my list of things I need to look up. I was given it, and I still don't know what it does. Apparently, I can't do anything with it. I don't like having something I don't know what it is. Even if it tells me I can't do anything with it, I want to find out if I can do anything with it. There we go. And move that. Okay, let's see. Encoded cult documents. I thought I decoded them. Hugo's weaving manual. No. Okay, well... oh, my goodness. Alright, Danny Man has busted out your college window pane with a brick. Okay, so first Ponotato comes, works on me with the toilet paper. Alright, then Danny Man just busts out my window with a brick. Thank you. So, there we go. So now I got Ponotato's number. He is apparently entirely made of styrofoam. I guess I won't judge your... That's... Okay. Well, time to hit this styrofoam man where he lives. So, recent items. Let's use those toilet papers. Vandalize. There we go. Let's use the item. Using the skills taught to you by Asian vandalism master of... Can't read kanji. Fu Steve, you expertly dress Ponotato's newbie sport tent with the following sheets of the ancestors. Burning cherry tree, every blossom is a flame. Here come the cops. And why not? Since Danny gave me a brick, I'll hit him with the brick too. Oh, no, I used toilet paper again. I wanted to use the brick. Brick. Oh. I can attach a message to the brick. My butt is fine, thanks. Alright, let's use the brick. You arc the brick through the window of Ponotato's newbie sport tent, shattering it. Then you get back in your Bronco and take off like O.J. Simpson. Boy, that's an older reference. Which makes me wonder if I got a message on the brick Danny hit me with. Danny Man threw a brick through the window of my cottage. Ay caramba! There's a note attached. Ha ha ha, lol. I get the brick. Ay caramba, interjection denoting surprise. Oh, that's good. Thank you guys for consistently giving me so many toilet paper and bricks. I'll have to come up with a cunning plan. I do have weird curse things I could start giving you guys. Yeah, let's send you a weird curse thing. That sounds good. That would be miscellaneous. Heart. No, I'm not sending you a heart necklace. Telltale rubber heart. Here we go. Send a spooky heart. 2 numbers. You squeeze the heart to get it beating and then toss it to Ponotato. Enjoy your nightmares, creep! I'm kidding. You're not a creep. You just have a butt fetish or some sort of insane fascination with things revolving butts. Not a creep at all. Alright, let's get back to what I was doing. Not knowing what to do. Opening on another screen and looking it up. I'm cheating because I don't remember. Because I only play once a week, and that's not enough time for me. That's enough time for me to remember what I was doing. Alright. Alright. So, what I need to do is obtain cultist memos, decode them, summon a spaghetti elemental. Done. Then get to level 3, already done, and defeat a cult member to obtain a spaghetti cult robe. Oh, I just need to dress up. Dumb. McNally is dumb. Of course the disguise needs to be equipped. Dumb. So cult, spaghetti cult mask, wouldn't hurt, and spaghetti cult, I only got a mask. Alright, well, I'll start beating them down until I get the robe, I guess. Danny Man 6654 has covered my cottage with toilet paper. Okay, well, I guess if everyone's getting in on the act, even this, pointy-headed, they get hats in their avatars? That's not, oh, Avatar of Jarlsberg. Oh, that's why he's got the The pointy hat. Okay. So he is a magic man. Alright. Toilet paper. Alright. Let's use some toilet paper. Oh, no, that's right. I wasn't going to use toilet paper at all. I was going to retaliate with hearts. Retaliate with heart. You squeeze the heart to get it beating and toss it to DannyMan6654. Because it's what's on the inside that counts, and not what comes out your backside. Alright, so let's see. Where was I? I need the volcano layer, so... Layer... Map. Alright, let's start beating up more cultists. And my ghost dog is here. Got a tennis ball. Alright, you're fighting an evil spaghetti cult neophyte. Let's blast him with the cannon. And he's just dead. Did not get any robes. Defeat a technician. Nothing. Cult mask. How often do they drop robes? Oh, there we go. I got a robe. I would say that you got this robe from a cultist that you scared the pants off of, but he wasn't wearing any pants, just this robe. Ew, I hope he had underwear on. Oh. 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 Oh, oh, yo. Alright, let's equip that. Oh, it's an accessory? Weird. Weird that that's an accessory. Oh, I guess you can toss a cloak over no matter what you're wearing. Oh. That's kind of cool. Alright. Let's get back to the layer map, though. It would be nice if this was on my actual map and not an item I had to keep Control-F-ing to find, but... You pull up the hood of the cloak, you pull up the hood of your robe and tuck your hands into the sleeves. Bowing your head and trying to look humble and unassuming, you step through the front doors of the temple. The interior is fashioned of the same petrified noodles as the outside, but as the sunlight doesn't reach far inside the front doors, this place is lit mainly by candlelight. The effect is even more hideous. The stone noodles almost appear to writhe in the flickering of the shadows, and you frequently catch peripheral glimpses of silently screaming faces and other monstrosities in the stonework, which disappear when you turn to look at them directly. Shuddering, you step forward into the central chamber of the temple, where a large circular stone altar rises out of the floor. Suddenly, a voice slithers across your brain, bypassing the usual route via the ears. Oh, wait, no. Let's not go whispery with this. Let's go devil with this.
Now you have arrived, mortal. I foresaw that you would be unable to stay away.
The cultists evidently heard it as well, but they are all staring at the seedling, transfixed with reverence for their master's voice. A fierce wind whips through the chamber, first blowing back your hood and then ripping the robe from your shoulders. The cultist robes ripple slightly as if in the breeze.
My faithful followers, a heretic stands among you. Destroy him! Destroy the blasphemer! I command you!
The cultists turn toward you, a fierce light of zealotry burning in their eyes, metaphorically speaking. Alright, let's click on the temple again and see what happens. You're fighting an evil spaghetti cult zealot. One of the cultists rushes at you with a long dagger. Heretic! Blasphemer! Destroy him for the glory of the noodly one! You briefly consider attempting to engage him in a theological discussion and maybe dissuade him from such a violently fundamental outlook. But... violently fundamentalist outlook, but you decide that you're not likely to be very persuasive with a knife in your eye. You get the jump on him. Shvag fomo homo slaps your opponent repeatedly in the face with his noodly tentacles, preventing the attack. Oh, cut that out! He yells, annoyed. And Bodius is helping too, my machine elf. Alright, I summon a massive cannoli cannon and fire them at your opponent. It blasts the opponent with piercings, dealing 155 sleaze damage. Your foe's mesmerized by my Bodeus, the machine elf. Launch the stuffed mortar shell. You call forth a stuffed mortar shell and launch into the air. Alright, blast him with the cannoli cannon. Critical hit! You summon a massive cannoli cannon, fire him at your opponent. It blasts him with rotten eggs, dealing 310 stench damage. There's a deafening shriek, and the mortar shell strikes the ground in front of your foe, bursting open and showering him with trash cans, dealing more stench damage. You win the fight! And monstrous Manuel tells me something about this monster. He says, the spaghetti cult's mask is made from living writhe noodles with 2 meatballs where the eye should be. No one knows how to see through it. Alright, thank you for telling me, monstrous Manuel. Let's go again. I'm fighting another evil spaghetti cult zealot, but now I know how much HP they have. Alright, let's see. Do I have any fancy skills I want to use on these guys? I'll try Weapon of the Pasta Lord. I don't do that one enough. You conjure up a fiery mace of fettuccine, which strikes your opponent for 154 plus 154 hot damage. You win the fight. Alright, and Monstrous Manuel tells me something about... something else about the cultists. Space! Oh, sorry, space. Did you get kicked by a foot? I just read chat and that's weird. What? Alright. Spaghetti cult zealots recommend using a detergent specifically for dark fabrics. Eschewing fabric softener and Londron versus a clothes dryer to keep their blacks their blackest. Alright, I'm fighting another zealot, and let's blow him up. And I get my last bit of lore from the spaghetti cultist, because Manuel tells me spaghetti cult zealots had a schism over where they should use knives made out of steel or al dente pasta. The ensuing religious battle was brief, and few from the noodle knife sect survived. Yeah, it sounds about right. Alright, so I'm just going to keep fighting the zealots. And my dog's here. Let's throw him a stick. Alright. Oh, I'm fighting the spaghetti elemental. Alright. So this must have been one of the ones they summoned. Mine is still only 8 pounds, so theirs looks considerably bigger. With a flash of light and a burst of thunder, the spaghetti elemental... What is that thing's name anyways? Does he even have one? Appears above the altar. The cultists all scream and fall to their knees, groveling before their master. Oh, this is the guy who spoke earlier. It was a spaghetti elemental. So wait, they summon spaghetti elementals and revere a spaghetti elemental? That's weird. That's like worshipping a giant dog by having smaller dogs serve you. Anyway, Spaghetti Elemental speaks and says,
since I obviously cannot count on you wretches to kill one miserable interloper,
the voice screeches across your brain, and those of the cultists shivering and cowering on the floor.
I suppose I will have to do it myself.
I don't know how you managed to acquire this much power, aberration, you shout, or what exactly your agenda is, or even how I managed to get saddled with this responsibility, really. But I'm putting a stop to this right meow. The horrible creature laughs, a sound like the tearing leather echoing in your skull.
Put a stop to this! Put a stop to me! My power is inexorable! Postamancer! I will destroy utterly all those who toy with the fabric of the Noodleverse, and you shall go down in history as the first to feel my wrath.
Bodeas smiles and cheers, and in your own voice, now his, speaks inside your head. You can do this! I have acquired effect Inner Elf for this fight. Your machine elf has filled you with the confidence by making himself yourself, and you can do anything you can do. Plus 100% to every stat, weapon damage, and spell damage. And then shh, Vogamova homo homo vo. grabs your opponent's wrist with its noodly appendages, preventing its attack. While it's stunned, I'll power up by activating my micrometeorite. I push the enemy into a path of micrometeorite. It winces but doesn't understand why. Its powers are reduced by a lot. Oh wait, that depowered him. I've got one that powers me up, right? Meteor shower. Here we go. You consult your mental index of upcoming meteor showers and look in the correct direction to see one. It's lovely. Acquire effect meteor showered. This triples my stats. You and your familiar have both been inspired by the majestic glory of a meteor shower. Your inspiration is mostly violence-based, and your familiar's is related to whatever it does. Added 20 to my familiar weight, and then my stats are tripled and tripled. Plus 200%. It whips you with one of its noodles, but it turns out that being whipped with a noodle isn't particularly painful. Alright, let's bust out all the spells. Let's hit it with the Spectral Snapper. You call forth the fearsome Spectral Snapper to snap it for 99 spooky damage. The Spaghetti Elemental tries to grab your ankle, but you tell it your ankle is sore. Get it? There's a dinosaur called Ankylosaur. Hey, the more you know. I have a kick me sign on myself. I have to check that after this fight. I'm kind of wrapped up in it. Alright, hit it with the Spaghetti Spear. You conjure up a dart of spaghetti and hurl at your opponent, doing 36 physical damage. The Spaghetti Elemental tries to entangle you, but you give him a lecture about personal space. Let's hit him with the Ravioli Shurikens. You conjure up 3 ravioli and hurl them at your opponent. The first shuriken pops on impact, showering it with not at all virgin oil and dealing 45 sleaze damage. Another shuriken strikes its head, covering it with muddy water, dealing 54 physical damage. 45, sorry. A third shuriken bursts over its head, showering it with 2% milk and dealing an additional physical damage. I win the fight! You cover your ears, wincing as the Spaghetti Elemental shrieks in pain and frustration. Ugh, I almost barfed that time. All around, his cultists writhe on the floor screaming, except for the one guy whose head explodes. It makes a noise like blurst. It's pretty gross. The altar grinds aside, revealing a shaft down into the darkness, and your nemesis quickly drops down out of sight. You take a moment to brush skull fragments off your pants and look around before giving chase. A secret compartment in the side of the altar proves to hide something interesting. Acquire the angel hair culottes. These shimmering lightweight culottes, you may have been more familiar with the term skort, were woven from the very hair of Taglia... okay, it's gonna be hard for me to pronounce this. Tagliante. Tagliante? Nah, I can't say. Tagliante. The Angel Lord of Pasta. Or so it said. Hopefully it's said by someone credible. I mean, I can say that kangaroos are made from pressed baklava and rebar, but that doesn't make it true. Anyway, they're pretty comfortable culottes. Skort. Alright, so I've got the third item to my legendary regalia of the Pastamancer. And Monstrous Manual tells me something about this monster. If you throw the Spaghetti Elemental at the wall and it sticks, that means it's done. I wasn't going to skip the lava maze. I'm going to look quickly at messages to see if I can see the kick me sign. Alright. My window has been smashed by a brick again. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Hey, you remember the episode I ended with a Rickroll? That's been claimed by copyright and is not available in some countries. Oh, wow! Okay, so during that fight, I've been hit by a lot of toilet paper. Ponotato busted out my window with the brick. I read that message. And Danny Man has been contributing to the weird butt stuff. Now I've got a lot of toilet paper. Let's clean some of that up. Light on the floor and rest. You spend a little time after you wake up cleaning up all that toilet paper that people have been leaving around. Savages. I reclaimed 44 rolls of toilet paper. Oh, you guys are not single-handedly, now you're double-handedly driving up the price of toilet paper. I hope you know that. You're creating a weird toilet paper-based economy. Alright, so, I gotta go soon, but I'm going to try to, see if I can defeat the volcano layer map. I know. Alright, so the next part's going to be kind of tricky for me. Let's throw on the pasta lord equipment. I've got the Greek pasta spoon on. Let's put on the... I could just go to recent items. Let's put on the Angel Heller culottes. And... oh, I gotta go back to equipment. I gotta put on the colander of Emerald on my head. And Emerald, sorry, he's an elf, I forgot. And now let's find that volcano layer map and see if I can figure out the volcano maze, which you can skip, but it's bad for your karma if you skip it. So I'm not gonna skip it. I may not be able to do it today. I'm gonna give it about 10 minutes and then I gotta give up because I have to leave. But there we go. The hole beneath the spaghetti elemental's lair has a ladder bolted to its side. Fortunately, you climb down for 30 or 40 feet. Oh, fortunately, you climb down for 30 or 40 feet until the shaft ends in a natural cavern underground. You cast a simple location spell to determine which direction the spaghetti elemental fled in, and pick up the chase. Soon, the cavern branches into a smooth, almost glassy surface tunnel. Obviously an ancient lava tube. It appears that you're headed directly into the heart of the volcano. On reflection, this was inevitable. Really, I mean, you can't just have a final boss battle near a volcano. It'd be like having a car chase in which the fruit cart doesn't get knocked over, or fighting crime in a giant robot that never uses its rocket punch. You wipe the sweat from your face as the tunnel ends at a massive lake of bubbling lava. In the distance, through the shimmering haze of heat, you spot a small island. You can just make out the form of your nemesis. At this distance, you can't tell what he's up to, but no good is a safe bet. You better get out there fast and put a stop to it, whatever it is. You survey the little stepping stones that periodically rise and fall in the boiling magma and realize that this is seriously going to suck. In fact, this is going to suck so much that I kind of feel like I ought to apologize to you in advance. Still, it wouldn't be a final battle without an especially fiendish final puzzle now, would it? Now, let's continue. Alright, so I gotta click on the rocks. Here's my character, and I gotta make it to the pentagram in the middle. If I try clicking there... oh, they're labeled. 6-6 goal. 7-6. Oh, it's an XY grid. Okay, so I'm gonna click here. Okay. No. Fail. Oh! I can go diagonal. That opens up some possibilities. Alright. Okay. Let's go back. Bummer. Okay, I'm stuck. Lava. Alright, let's swim back to shore. You jump into the lava and swim back to where you started, and boy, is that hot. Lose 63 hit points. Okay, I can fail a couple more times. Let's try it. I think I got pretty far. Alright, let's keep going. Dang it! Okay, swim back to shore. Alright, I have 43 hot damage. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, we're going. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. No, we're not doing it. Ah, okay. Alright, so if we do that, and then this, and then that, and then this again, and then that again, and then up. Dang it! Okay, no, I failed again. Alright, I am too weak to continue. I should heal up before I continue. Alright. Do you guys have any recommendations on the lava maze? Because, like, I'll totally cheat. Like, I don't... you know me, man. I cheat all the time. I'll see if I can figure it out in the next 5 minutes. Then if I don't, I'm totally cheating. Alright, let's continue. Alright, let's try again. Boop, boop. 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 Dang it. Okay. Alright. Boop. 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 Dang it. Okay. Boop. 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 Bop. Blip. Blop. Blip. Dang it! Okay. Yeah. See, I can already skip this maze. Gotta keep trying. Alright. Boop. 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 Doop. Boop. 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 Ah! Beat up again. Okay. It is a spiral. I mean, that's what it is. I'm low on Shield of the Pasta Lord. Let's cast that 10 times. And then let's lick my wounds 10 times. Alright. Nemesis Lair. Let's try again. Alright. Okay. We were making good progress until I couldn't remember what I was doing. Alright. So I was doing this. And then that. Ah, dang it. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna cheat one more time. I'm gonna cheat. This is my last time before cheating. I'm so bad at this. Alright. Okay. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Dang it! Okay, well. Yeah, sorry for disappointing you guys. I'm terrible at video games. Ain't too proud to admit that. Alright. Let's use a scroll addressed Keeling and guzzle up some Dyspepsia Cola. So I got some mana points left. We're back. Okay, no map. Alright. And it is a spiral. And in case you guys are wondering, answers are totally out there. So, oh, is this the one I was using? Yeah, no, that's not the one I was doing. Let's see how close I was. Which set was I on? I was on set. I was on set 1. Yeah. Okay, so I only got to this point, and then I kept getting stuck. So it's a bit madness to think I would be able to figure out that that's how I gotta get all the way there. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm an idiot. I need to cheat. I could try all day to solve this, but I don't think it would be a very good stream. I could solve this, I think, on my own, but I would need to draw the map 3 times, and then I would need to layer it. And I think that's the best option for writing it. Okay, jag. Boom. 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 That's obviously what this guy did. Or gal. Or collection of peoples. Shazbot. I'm even having trouble following this map. Crumbum. Poopy. It's like all of that was just so when I'm coming up, doing this up portion, it's on cycling through the right maps now. Like, oh, this was nuts that they came up with this. I don't know how people were supposed to find an answer without crowdsourcing or spending like 4 hours on it. And there are multiple of these. Like, there are multiple Volcano Lair Island maps. 2, down 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, up 1, diagonal 2, over 1, down 1, 2, over 1, over another, over one more. That. There we go. Cheating! It's the answer. You're fighting the spaghetti elemental. You jump from the last stepping stone onto a rocky outcropping jutting out of the lake of the seething magma. The central feature, well, the only feature on this island, is an ancient stone altar which is inscribed with weakly glowing runes that stir strange feelings within you, like a dream you can't quite recall. Atop the altar is a large black candle, sinister in its appearance and quite plainly not the altar's usual votive offerings. The spaghetti elemental hovers above it, eyes shut in concentration. The tip of the candle's wick begins faintly to glow. That's an ancient Postamancer's shrine, you shout. The hell are you doing? The glowing ember winks out again as the noodly aberration wields to face you, its concentration broken.
Ah, you still continue to plague me. Well, enjoy your last moments, mortal fool. Once we have desecrated this altar and stolen its power, I will destroy every last one of your despoilers of the starchy realms.
Despoilers? You're nothing but a jumped-up little lasagna with a Napoleon complex.
I see what you did there,
the monster sneers.
But obscure food-related puns aren't going to save you.
You get the jump on it. Bodeus gives me inner elf buff again. Shagavomohovovovovoho jumps in front of your opponent, preventing it from attacking you. Ah! He shouts. Okay. Quickly, use the micrometeorite, and then use the macrometeorite to power up. Or sorry, meteor shower. Spaghetti Elemental grabs your wrists and ankles and yanks hard. It feels pretty good, and you recommend it take up sideline as a chiropractor. My moxie's so high, this guy can't even hurt me. Alright, let's give him the silent treatment. You give it the silent treatment, but it doesn't really care what you think, so it's not that effective. It tries to gouge your eyes out, but it's blocked by your spectacles. You're wearing spectacles, right? Let's hit it with Silent Knife. You silently slice your opponent with your soap knife, dealing a quick and quiet 62 damage. Oh, interesting. Alright, let's just use a mortar shell. You call forth a stuffed mortar shell and launch it in the air. The spaghetti elemental shifts to attack you full throttle, by which it means it tries to strangle you. You summon a massive cannoli cannon fire at your opponent. It blasts your opponent, dealing 196 damage with bottle caps. There's a deafening shriek and the mortar shell bursts in front of your foe, showering it with metal barrels, dealing 406 damage. And Monstrous Manuel tells me, a Napoleon is a French pastry that consists of layers of puff pastry alternating with layers of cream and or jam. Just in case you didn't get the pun there. Napoleons are delicious. If you ever get an option, eat a Napoleon. It's good. Flying in circles. Your final blow knocks the spaghetti elemental out of the air and over the edge of the island. Too weak to hover, it scrambles at the smooth volcanic rock and with its noodly appendages.
Mr. Boyman,
it hisses,
you'll not defeat me! Never, I will not allow.
Its noodles lose their grip and the evil pasta spawn falls towards the churning lava.
Groldareth,
it howls.
Lord of Revenge, come to my aid!
Then it hits the lava and vanishes beneath the surface with a glorp. There's an ominous silence. You're fighting the spaghetti demon! And I got a text message that I've been streaming too long and I gotta leave soon. You're fighting the spaghetti demon! The rocky island shudders beneath your feet as a tremendous rumbling shakes the cavern. An explosion of lava bursts from the fiery lake, and you cover your face to protect yourself from flying droplets of red-hot magma. Dramatic organ music fills the air as you slowly lower your hands to witness a monstrosity rise from the molten rock. Wreathed in flames, a wriggling mass of charred noodles opens from its glowing red eyes and transfixes you with its gaze. Dozens of mouths open and howl in unison.
Bustamancer! And you die!
I was already doing my demon voice. I don't know how to make it more demon-y. Numerous writhing, screeching, biting tendrils rush towards you. One of them snags your ankle, hoisting you in the air and throwing you across the small island. You hit the stone altar heavily and sit dazed as a mass of noodle snakes towards you. There's a blinding flash of light and a chorus of heavenly voices rises in counterpoint to the ominous organ music. You watch, mystified, as your Greek pasta spoon of peril transforms before your eyes. The bowl of the shiny metal pasta spoon becoming wreathed in a fiery vortex. As the light fades, the spoon rises into the air, pulling you to your feet. The spaghetti demon scream reverberates inside your skull.
No more games! No more tricks! This time I will finish you!
You get the jump on it. Alright, acquire inner elf again. D-level opponent. You push into the path of a passing micrometeorite. Power up, meteor shower. You consult your... all four of the spaghetti elemental screeching tentacle mouths rush forward to latch onto you. You struggle, but feel both your magical essences and physical juices being drained at an alarming rate. The aberration laughs uproariously as you drop to the ground, dizzy and close to fainting. Holy cats! I lost 148 hit points. Quick, use the New Age healing crystal. You stare at the New Age healing crystal and project all your bad vibes into it. Your opponent scoffs at your New Age nonsense and acquire New Age hurting crystal. Gain 500 hit points. I'm going to use the New Age hurting crystal. You crack open the hurting crystal, releasing 108 damage worth of emotional trauma in the general direction of your opponent. I'm okay. You're not okay. I'm going to shoot a mortar. Call forth a stuffed mortar shell and launch it in the air. All four of the spaghetti elementals, it does the same attack, and I'm dizzy and close to fainting. So now that these things have enough moxie to actually hit me, it turns out they do a ton of damage. Shoot them with the cannon. Summon a massive cannoli cannon and fire it at your opponent. Blast the opponent with bottle caps. And there's deafening shriek as the mortar shell strikes the ground, bursting open and showering with Maltese falcons. All four of the spaghetti elementals, it keeps doing the same attack. I better heal again. And then I'm just going to use the hurting crystal again. I'm just going to use my other hurting crystal. I'm just going to use all my hurting crystals. And I win the fight!
No! This cannot be!
The spaghetti elemental roars furiously.
You will not escape my wrath!
In one final desperate leap, it throws itself onto the stone altar. The ancient glyphs flare up with a dazzling white light, and the ancient shrine explodes. You are thrown head over heels and land on your back on one of the floating stone steps. Momentarily stunned, you can only watch as the entire mountain begins to shake. Huge boulders fall from the ceiling, sending gouts of lava spraying out of the lake. You recover your wits just enough to get to your feet and scramble for the tunnel entrance. You risk a quick look backwards. The central island has collapsed into the magma, and the spaghetti elemental is nowhere to be seen. As you make your way through the cavern tunnels as quickly as you can, with the ground shaking under your feet and a wave of molten rock hot on your heels, literally, you climb back up into the temple to find the cultists either running around in panic or on their knees sobbing. None of them take any notice of you as you race out of the temple, just ahead of the massive rock slide that buries the evil structure forever. Looking up, you see smoke pouring out of the top of the volcano, but it and the earthquake soon subside. Looks like there's not going to be a full-scale eruption, luckily. Fleeing the underground tunnels was one thing, but you wouldn't have bet much on your chances of getting off this island alive if that entire thing had exploded. Bruised and battered, you make your way through the outer temple grounds, where those surviving cultists that aren't standing around in shock are attempting to organize a means to get the hell away from this place. They too largely ignore you, and you collapse on the beach near your rowboat, panting for breath. Acquire item, Bandolier of the Spaghetti Elemental. It appears that in its death throes, one of the Spaghetti Elemental's mouth-tipped tentacles managed to chew itself off and then die with its tail still clenched in its jaws. Ouroboros style, the resulting loop is somehow both leathery and starchy noodly, and wholly freakish. It'll make a pretty handy strap to hang your spell components on. It is the last part of my legendary regalia of the Pasta Master. And it's an accessory. I'm going to equip that now. Acquire an instant karma and the heart of the volcano. Ooh, selling price, 10,000 meat. It is an accessory. This gleaming, multifaceted ruby the size of a grapefruit. It's warm in your hands and glows with a deep red flame that brings to mind the primal fires of the planet's origins. If I told you that the heart of the volcano was beating, then from what you would have seen, you'd believe me. Man, you sure could buy a whole lot of bubblegum with this thing. An instant karma. Monstrous Manuel tells me, in the Spaghetti Elemental's defense, the Pasta Mancers haven't exactly treated his species with much respect over the years. Still, he's been a huge dick about that whole thing, huh? Alright, well, I gotta go, so I'm gonna handle the conclusion later, but let me put on this equipment right now, because that's pretty cool, and then I'll be wearing the legendary regalia of the Pasta Mancer. Alright, here we go. I'm wearing the legendary regalia of the Pasta Mancer, what should give me a bonus, but I don't see where it says what bonus it gives you. Let's go back to equipment. Alright, let's click on the calendar. Pasta thralls will occasionally act more experienced. And I should get a tattoo for unlocking a new outfit. Unlock tattoo! Alright, achievement unlocked. Speaking of which, real quick, let's see, did I earn a trophy by doing anything? Yes, I did, but not for that. I'm entitled to the Honky Tonk Hero Trophy for discovering cocktail recipes. I'm going to buy that. And that's it for today. All right, thank you guys for watching. I hope that was a fun episode. It was fun for me to do. I don't get to do my devil voice too often. And I try to hit a couple of notes with that one at the same time, so it should sound really bad to listen to, which is the point for listening to demons. All right, thank you guys. See you next week.